All right. You guys take care now. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon, right?
Oh,
If-
Lord, we're gonna
if-
get all right there and back.
If all goes well.
Oh, okay.
Right there, right back, right?
Okay.
Aye.
First thing.
I'm bad at spatial reasoning.
Guys, I almost forgot. I didn't give you the map. And he hands you the rolled up city map with the chapels circled like 17 times on it. And it says at the bottom, right back. I thought she was sitting right over there, but
Did the waitress
know.
say she or he?
She.
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 Oh,
Oh, what?
his Baron's sister.
Doubtful.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
That's where my mind went
Well,
to.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is Matt talking about right now, but like I don't feel like my sister would send a note to Bulk specifically.
Oh, true.
So I'm just like,
I
okay.
forgot that was attached.
I was just kind of like, that's an odd take, but all right.
Go way back.
Their secret affair.
Exactly, my small portal nephews.
Very good. So, what will you guys do?
We need to leave a tip. Does anyone have money for tip?
I don't know who this person is, dude. I thought that was free.
Yeah, that
You just made gold.
We still delivered the stuff.
I saw the coins tossed at you. These were from a friend of yours.
Danielus, do you know if it's accustomed to tip before or after?
You
Did
gotta
the
leave
man
a tip at the table.
They're
We
very
gotta get out.
European, and the tip's actually included.
You
in
could have
price.
easily
This
just
woman
told
is
us that
working
like
for
he
minimum
covered the
wage.
tip.
No, this is my family town. You can't be screwing us over.
Diedrich drops a gold piece.
Wow, that's a
took some of
fat
his
ass tip.
from earlier. By the way.
Danielus gets up and doesn't leave a tip. You guys got me. And starts walking away.
Just like
So Diedrich's earnings cut by a third.
How much do I add for my gold?
So I mean, so you guys earned 3 gold. And
I
you
had
just tipped 1. So I guess 1 to Bulk, 1 to you.
Well, it depends.
I
Did
guess.
Dietrich take all of Bulk's cash like last time?
Yeah, I mean, unless you do that, I mean.
No, Diedrich's not going to do that.
Okay, so you guys split it. Okay, so the guys, so the party leaves the Gilded Lily, arguing, trying to get some information out of Danielus over a proper Emberwood Village tip.
Wait, are we leaving the bar, or is
Yeah,
Mel
I thought
at
we were
this bar, or is Mel at the Skull and Sword?
I'm sorry, Mel. So Mel invited you guys to the Skull and Sword, which you may remember as the basement bar below the Bark and Buzzard.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
This is the one that Emma Crow told you that sometimes some shady things happen down here. So as the party leaves, so if you recall, kind of from the map of Emberwood Village, so the Gilded Lily kind of sits up in the northwest corner. The Bark and Buzzard / Skull and Sword kind of sits kind of on the eastern edge. So as you walk through the village center, which you guys previously didn't do, you kind of just walked like straight from the northern entrance, kind of cut directly west to the Lily. As you walk through the center of the village, you notice that there is one cart still active in the middle. It has 2 glowing lamps, and it's a very large cart. At this point, that's all you see. You can continue on, or you can stop at the cart. It's up to you.
I'm hungry.
checking out the
Can I
cart.
stop? I'm going to stop at the cart.
Yeah, I say we stop at the cart.
Okay,
Oh,
Bulk is
what?
hungry, so he's going to stop at the cart. Danielus, you would recognize this as the cart of Aldor the Plump. He is one of the merchants that Aaron Marlowe initially told you about.
Mm. So could we sell our delirium there?
You can certainly try.
Bulk, you got the delirium?
The what? I'm hungry. We're trying to eat.
Cool. So
This looks
as
like one
you
of the
all
food carts that are all the rage.
So as you all approach the cart, you can see it is a massive and heaving covered carriage. It's kind of decorated with some gold filigree, and you can see those two purple lamp sources are actually two hovering circular spheres that shine purple. And this is not kind of the octarine purpley green that you would associate with delirium. Typically, this is a more kind of an arcane uh, just strictly purple glow. Hitched beside the cart are two great steel-skinned oxen, and they are exhaling green fumes from their snouts. There are a few attendants kind of standing around the cart who look like kind of tough guards. Seated on top. That's a weird way to say it. Seated in front of the carriage on a buckling wooden chair is a massive, what you would refer to as a panda person, I suppose. This is Aldor the Plump. He must be over 7 feet tall and almost as wide. He's garbed in a purple fur-lined coat. And he actually also has a feathered cap with kind of has a elegant silver trim to it. You can smell fine tobacco in the air, and you can see that he is smoking on a pipe, grabbing from a barrel of exotic-looking leaves with a grin on his flabby face. And Steven, you can click off of that, zoom in now. So as he sees you approach, the panda speaks to you, Danielus. If it isn't the half-elf Danielus. Finally come to splurge on some of that nice armor you always ask about? Or perhaps you've come
Not
with
today.
something interesting from the ruins.
Today I was wondering if you had any interest in buying some delirium.
Oh, delirium, you say? Oh, let's just see what you have then, I suppose.
Okay, Bulk, show him what you got. And I like smack him on the back and kind of shove him forward.
Okay, so I take my gloved hands and go into my chest.
Good
that-
call, sir.
My gloved hands and go into my safety chest, and I pull out the two shard. Wait. I have 10
So
shards
so you guys extracted 10 chips.
chips. Dang it.
Which are about the size of a finger. And then you extracted 4 fragments, which are about the size of a fist.
Whose finger and whose fist? Are we talking Kevin Hart or The Rock?
I pull out 2 of the fragments.
You pull out 2 fragments. Okay.
The size of the fist?
Yeah.
Okay. Aldor kind of puts aside his pipe. And he says, "Well, let's get down to business, shall we?" And he kind of pulls down a pair of spectacles and he inspects the delirium. Very nice, very nice. 2 fragments. Unfortunately, gentlemen, this is a bit small time for my taste. You understand, I am interested for more big game.
You know what goes into getting some delirium? I wouldn't be picky with this.
Yes, exactly, which is why I don't get out of bed for anything smaller than a shard. You will have to understand.
Anything smaller than a shard?
Yeah, we did the fist ones.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's
Yes, so a shard is about
Fragment.
this. Yeah, a shard is about the size of like a bundle of bananas, I said.
okay.
I'm
DJ,
sorry,
you wouldn't
gentlemen.
offer
You must be very proud of your first little journey into
Can
Drakkenheim,
Diedrich step
but
up?
not enough for me. What would you like to say, DJ?
So you won't purchase this delirium, but you know that we'll just walk around until we find someone who will purchase this delirium, which will influx your sales. Regardless of whether or not you normally deal with these smaller quantities, they are still valuable and have value.
Gentlemen, delirium of that size is not even worth me rolling over from my plump bed.
We'll just take it elsewhere there. And
Mhm.
The only
Dietrich-
reason I'm
and,
even the only
Dietrich
reason I'm even
pulls
here. Shut up, Dietrich.
Danielus. No, Dietrich's walking away. Dietrich's pulling Danielus, and he's like, "Nah, get out of here. We can find someone else."
Can we
The
rob him?
only
Robin.
Yeah, we could,
I'm-
Daniel, but we might
I've
die.
been living off crumbs.
I'm gonna
can
assume
Aldor's
nobody
gonna-
said. I'm gonna assume nobody said any of that, and Aldor is going to continue. The only reason I'm even here is because a strapping young Caspian came in and made a most plump purchase. I'm still here balancing my books, counting my coin, and then I will go to bed for the night.
Who
My
made
coin
what
chests are
purchase?
plump, my belly is plump, my reputation is plump. I will not be bullied by some little goblin man.
And what was this purchase of?
Oh, yes, quite a very interesting young Caspian. Very strong, very large. He bought out my whole stock of magic items. It was most rewarding.
Did he have long hair?
Indeed.
Oh, it's the big, tall, giant
Yeah,
man.
Dietrich's walking away. Dietrich's so fucking mad.
He even carried a large golden rod.
It's not that large.
I tried to
Yeah.
buy it from him and he said it was priceless. I said, sir, there's
It's
nothing
worth
priceless
nothing, it's
inside my
trash.
coin."
Tiny little stick.
Do we have any snacks?
Gentlemen, come back when you have a little bit of a different, when you're a bit more plump in your generosity and you're ready to deal in good business. I have plenty of
So you just
magic
sold out
items.
of all your.
I thought you
sold
said
out
you
of
all
all
your
your stuff.
yeah, you're sold out, so you have nothing left.
You need to
So,
buy some merchandise.
so Aldor sold out of all of his magic items, but he sells much more. So, Aldor also sells any weapons or armor out of the player's handbook. So if you guys go and you don't have to do it right now, but if you go into the gameplay handout section, I made a list of everything that every merchant has for sale that you guys have experienced so far. Aldor sells potions, he sells spell scrolls from the wizard spell list, and he also sells weapons and armor.
All right.
Daniel is the armor that he was referring to. So you frequently kind of have come by and looked at an armor upgrade for yourself. It would only cost about 90 gold, but it's not anything that you have to do now. It seems like you guys have not. In fact, Aldor is quite finished with you all for the evening. So
Yeah, guys, let's head
he
to the.
Bulk,
Let's
you
go
may
to
have
the
to wait
bar.
until you find something. Maybe there'll be peanuts at the bar.
But I'm so hungry. They never have anything substantial at these bars.
Mhm.
You won't know
I
unless you
bid you
try.
all good evening, gentlemen, and happy hunting. Again, come back whenever you need anything.
Rest
For
easy.
snack, which you don't have.
Very good. Okay. Anything as you guys walk over to the Skull and Sword?
Dietrich lifts him off from behind.
Yeah. So Diedrich, what is that? How does that make you feel? Maximus kind
Diedrich's-
of rolled through and
Dietrich's
is already
is
spreading his gold.
pissed. He's walking behind, middle finger raised. Just walking away.
And Farron, you might recall that one of Aaron's, literally one of the two things I believe he warned you about was getting the merchants angry.
I mean, I didn't get him angry. So-
This is very true. This is very true. Okay, very good.
He can only be mad at Diedrich until he has enough coin to buy everything.
Very good. All right, so you guys continue over to the Bark and Buzzard. So there is a back entrance down to the Skull and Sword. Or you can head in through the front doors of the Bark and Buzzard and kind of downstairs naturally. Which would you guys like to do?
The back door.
I'm following Danielus because I don't know this fucking
Danielus
person
knows
or the place.
Okay, cool. So Daniels is gonna lead you guys around the back. So as you guys do, head around the back entrance, you do see a set of armor kind of leaned against a tree behind the building. And you guys head down into the basement of the Skull and Sword. So as you guys come down, you can see this is a pretty happening joint. There are, let's say, about 20 to 30 kind of rough looking customers in here. If you look around, you can see Blackjack Mel. Daniels, you would know that Blackjack Mel kind of typically has his corner of the bar. He's kind of a big deal around here. And he's sitting and having drinks with another man. You guys gonna come on up?
Hey, Blackjack. Can we grab a seat?
Ah, Danielus, my van. Come on in. Come on in. Hey, I've been waiting for you, man. Listen, this is really gonna be worth your time. I'm glad you showed up. And who are these fine gentlemen here? I already met your friend Farrell. Was that what's your name?
Dude,
Farrell,
I'm
of course,
hungry.
of course.
That-
He gets a look. He gets a look at Bulk, and he says, "Oh," and Diedrich as well. He says, "Hey, you two are the guys from the show, right?"
Diedrich Steelbelly, pleasure to meet you. I almost said meet me, but
it's a pleasure to
that was
meet
a
you.
little too that was a little too over the top.
Yeah,
I rang it back down.
He's pleasure to meet you. The name's Blackjack Mel. My friends call me Mel. You can call me Blackjack Mel.
Pleasure to meet you, Blackjack Mel.
Yeah, and he takes your hand. Diedrich Steelbell. I tell you, that is one of the coolest names I think I may have ever heard.
I spent a lot of time on it. I mean, I agree.
Oh, that's incredible. Hey, listen, I can with a name like that, kid, you could really be something here. The people of Drakkenheim love names.
That's the
Why do you
idea.
think I call myself Blackjack Mel?
Don't you forget it. It will be written down in all the books.
And he takes a step aside over to Bulk, and he says, "Listen, you two, that was really something special to me. You got to understand the crowds. You know, they're kind of stuck in the past. My uncle, you see, was actually Open Mike, the guy they named Open Mike Night for. My uncle used to run the place. Listen, it's a long story, but he used to be kind of in a group with his brothers, right? But they ditched him. He ended up being a solo act. And ever since then, he was just obsessed with solo acts. He was always trying to promote one person.
There's always a team behind one person.
I happen to agree. Me, I'm a fan of the progressive arts, you know. Sometimes you got to push the boundaries. We're common folk here, you know. Some of those guys, they don't really understand. So you just got to leave them alone, you know. Anyway, come on, guys, come on, have a seat. He kind of snaps twice. He says, "Frida, come on, get these guys some drinks here."
Do we have any snacks or anything here of substance?
Yeah, of course. What do you want?
Just some food.
You like
I like
gruel?
I like turtle food. You know,
You like
like
gruel? Lettuce?
gruel, lettuce. Yes, lettuce.
4 ales and a bowl of lettuce over here for my friends.
Can you just
Oh.
give him like a head, like a whole like head of lettuce?
That is
Root and
precisely
all.
what comes. So a large orc, wearing kind of a cook's smock. This is the bartender. They walk over and they kind of slam 4 ales on the table and a large head of lettuce, placing it in front of Bulk.
So what was this proposal you had?
Listen. First things first. I understand you guys had some delirium to sell.
We do. You buying?
Danielus, you know I'm buying, baby. Let's see what you got.
Okay, Bulk, show him.
And I put on my gloves and I go into my safety box and pull out the 10 shards.
I assume you're just pulling out everything here?
Chips. No, just the 10 chips.
Just the 10 chips? Okay, cool. Okay. Blackjack Mel, guys, I was kind of looking for a little something extra. I mean, chips are good. This will probably get you, I don't know, 100 gold.
Isn't
You got
that how
anything
much
else?
you need for the dog?
No, I need 200,
200.
right?
And
No, it's
also,
fine.
we have to think about Diedrich.
Oh yeah, he's got the purple.
So at this point, it seems that Bulk is trying to withhold the amount of delirium that he
Yeah,
spells.
Bulk, show him the good stuff.
Oh, the goods? Okay. I'll pull out the 2
Which is fine. I just want to know what you guys think about that.
I don't know. I'm curious what's going on. Can I use a Inquisition or something?
Inquisition, the Spanish
I don't think you have the
Inquisition.
manpower for an inquisition.
Insight.
Inspire.
No one ever
Insight.
expects the Spanish Inquisition.
It sounded like a move thing that I could roll.
Are you trying to check on Bulk? I mean, you could just slap him and say,
Yeah.
"Bulk, let's throw it on the table." I mean, it's up to you guys. I don't know what you want to do.
This is not my
Oh,
encounter,
okay.
so Farron's taking a backseat.
Bulk, my
Okay.
life is on the line. I need you to show him all the stuff we got so that we can earn enough revenue to heal Barkus and myself.
Well,
But more importantly, me. And
this
Barkus.
is all I
More
got.
importantly, me. Fuck your dog.
I got 2 fragments or shards and 10 chips. No, not fragments. Fragments.
Just tell me, are you putting everything on the table or are you withholding something?
I'm
That's all I need to know.
I'm withholding the 2. Yes.
Okay, you're withholding 2 for yourself. Okay, very good. Okay, so you throw 2 more delirium fragments on the table. Blackjack Mel indicates that he will pay full market value for these, and they're 100 gold each. So if you're only going to sell 2 fragments and the 10 chips, that would be 300 gold.
That sounds
That's a
like a
deal in
plan.
my book.
Do we
Okay.
know? Do we know he's withholding? Like, did we see? Like, do we have like?
Absolutely, you guys. know.
Yeah, we absolutely did.
Okay, well, I'm just like again, Farron's taking a backseat because not his
I'm
dog,
fine with
not
him
his
with-
health. I'm just like,
Diedrich's fine with him withholding at this moment because I don't even know how much it's going to cost to like heal me. I could just pay
100,
it myself.
if a dog
I don't
costs,
know.
if a dog costs 200, I'm pretty sure you're also going to cost 200.
I don't think so because I only have 1 level
100.
of
They never
contamination.
told us how
Delirium,
many
yeah.
levels of contamination. that
Exactly.
Barkus
So we
had.
have no idea. He could have been like level
So
3.
at the very low end of
Why
things,
won't
it would be
get one?
200.
That no.
If it
No.
could be,
Because
How-
It could be.
Barkus
It
was
could
at the
be.
high end.
but if
Yeah.
Barkus had gold,
Gentlemen. Blackjack Mel speaks up, and so I'm gonna say that you guys are having like a very vague conversation.
yeah,
Like, Daniel's just like, "Come on, Bulk, give him the stuff," and Diedrich's like, "You never know how many things we're gonna need to help me from the thing that happened." And Blackjack Mel speaks up. He says, "Listen, guys. Hey, if you don't want to listen, I'm here trying to help you out. If you don't want the gold, that's fine. So he kind of pulls up his own bag. He uses some type of utensil that's on the table, and he kind of scoots the 2 fragments and the 10 chips into the bag, and he places 300 gold flat on the table.
And I snatch up
who's-
200.
Who's taking the gold?
I take the gold.
Okay, Daniels takes 300 gold. Daniels, make sure you add that to your inventory.
Okay.
Bulk, if you have delirium in your inventory, make sure that you only have 2 fragments now. Okay. Very interesting decisions being made here. Blackjack Mel speaks up. Well, that was certainly one of the stranger business deals I've done, but hey, I'm no stranger to strange deals, so I don't ask questions. Uh, but boys, I, so Daniels, let me just ask you. These guys are cool, right?
We've only known each other for a short time, but so far they've been trustworthy.
We were cool when we were on stage.
Hey, you got that right.
Metal as hell.
Hey, all right, all right. You know what? Listen, you seem like cool guys. I was into the show, so all right. So he kind of huddles himself up to the table. Daniels, this was I've kind of been sitting on this one for a minute, but this is something I was really hoping to use you for. I know you sometimes don't like to work with me, but this is something I really thought your expertise could come in handy for. I need you to do something quiet for me.
Okay, what you got?
My I came into some information about the location of a certain item, and I need you to go get it for me. You bring it back, I give you guys a lot of gold, way more gold than I'm talking about here, and you guys end up happy. I'm happy, you're happy, everybody's happy, really.
I'm gonna need some more details. This seems a little vague.
How can I help?
So, how much money? Where are we going? And what am I taking?
So this will be you know what? You're right. I wasn't being upfront with you. Let me roll out the whole situation. So Blackjack Mel's gonna pull out his map of the city, and we're gonna take you guys over there. So this is the map of Drakkenheim. I'm going to draw a little box just to kind of contextualize things for us here. Basically, just draw your attention to the bottom right corner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so as you guys went on your delirium hunt earlier today, you kind of only reached about right here. So you barely penetrated kind of the outskirts of the city at this point. And Blackjack Mel continues. All right, so listen, guys. This is a really easy job. I need you to go to the outer city. If you would direct your attention right here to item number 20, this here is the Chapel of Saint Brenna, hero to the lower class of Drakkenheim. May she rest in peace. And he does a little like one of those things. And he says, so this item that I need, it's a scepter. The religious folk, they love their artifacts, their holy staffs and whatnot. It's a scepter. I need you to go in. It's probably in the crypts, so probably like down into the bottom of the chapel. I need you to go in, get this scepter, and bring it back to me. It's real easy. In terms of how much gold we're talking, let's just say many times more than what I gave you today.
Boys, what are you thinking?
Well, Bulk wants more delirium anyway.
I do.
So
You're interested in delirium.
I sure am. It's a great product.
Hey, I personally don't like the stuff, but people want it. So I'm all about giving the people what they want. So hey, I mean, maybe we could work. I'd be happy to work with you guys. I mean, seems like a couple of nice guys.
And why do you need the scepter?
Uh, listen. I'm not personally a religious guy myself. You'll
What?
understand. But certain things are more valuable in a more symbolic kind of way. You understand?
Are you
Uh,
trying to extort the church, or are you trying
whoa,
to sell
whoa,
it for
whoa,
some
whoa.
like an artifact?
Buddy,
To
buddy, buddy. Listen, there is no church here. You understand? Look around, kid. You see many priests walking around here, healing the blind, taking care of the sick,
Right,
rubbing your mama's belly?
they're a little strapped right now, but their presence is felt.
Maybe so. But listen, in either case, Saint Brenna to people from Drakkenheim, I mean, she was a saint. A literal saint.
Is she
She
the equivalent to Goblin Jesus? And is this the equivalent of
Uh,
retrieving his sandals?
this would be kind of the equivalent of a goblin Mary Teresa, you know? You understand?
Ah, a wonderful woman.
Indeed. But in either case, listen, so we learned about this location. It's something that needs to be kept safe. St. Brenna, she was a champion of the lower class, and as a member of the lower class myself, I live amongst the lower class. It's got to be kept safe.
Safe from the 1%, I see.
That's right. Listen, what do you think is going to happen when any of these flame heads get wind of this?
I don't think she's using it right now.
You're telling me, guy. Listen, all I'm saying is I don't like the idea of these foreigners coming in and stealing what belongs to us. You understand?
Oh, are you from Drakkenheim?
Of course I am. You kidding me? I'm Blackjack Mel. I lived in Emberwood my whole life.
So, like, the outer parts of Drakkenheim, not the city.
Oh, buddy. The Connollys have been a part of Drakkenheim for generations. You talk to Danielus. I hooked up his mom with a job. You talk to anyone in this village. I take care of everybody. Everybody knows me.
It's not like people are going in there and having fun.
Exactly. It's abandoned.
It's basically lost and found. We can do
Exactly.
the found.
And get paid for it. You ever see those
I'm
signs
down.
when a little kid loses his cat and they put up a sign for, hey, I lost my cat. I'll give you, a silver piece for it. It's the same thing, except this cat is a holy scepter, and the one silver piece is a lot of gold.
And it's someone else's cat?
More or less. Listen, Dietrich, you look like a strong guy. Come on, you don't think you want to get in on this?
We can always attempt to try. Make no promises.
Right.
Listen.
Who knows if it's even still there?
Exactly.
There might
I
be
mean,
other
at least
things,
we can
too, with the
try.
crypt. What's
If
the
we go,
regulation
there's
on
still
grave
delirium.
robbing?
Worst comes to worst. I mean, we find some delirium.
Exactly.
Fair enough. But listen, my information is always good, and we're always on it first. But you guys understand, this has to be done, like, ASAP, right? Like, tomorrow morning, you guys are gonna leave, right? Head out to the city? Bring back the scepter?
Is someone else after the scepter, or what has this been expedited?
Who,
I mean-
who else did you tell about the location of the scepter? Was giant men involved?
It's not about who else told me.
No.
It's about who the guy
Hold
who told
on one
me
mo.
who they told.
So
Who
you were
told you about
informed
it?
by the giant men.
What giant men are you talking about, guy?
You'd know if you saw them.
They looked like me before I was transformed into a goblin.
That doesn't tell
I'll tell
me
you
much.
what, Blackjack.
Listen. First of all, I would never reveal my sources, and second of all, I ain't never seen nothing about no giant men, so I don't know what you're getting at here.
He carries
If
a
you think-
long pole. He calls it his rod.
Listen, buddy. I don't know what's going on into your personal life here, but I ain't into that stuff.
Right.
I don't know about any poles or rods.
Holy
So
scepter.
this is something of utmost importance for you.
Listen, I cannot possibly stress the importance of this enough. This is extremely important. I need you to go first thing tomorrow.
So
Right.
third
We
thing
will
tomorrow,
run-
we
finish-
leave.
We have some errands to run, and then we will head out.
What kind of errands?
You in, Farron? I gotta pick up
Well-
Marcus.
We'll see if we find it.
That's just right on the way out of the city. That ain't no problem.
Okay, we'll head out. Let's go shake on it.
Perfect. So Diedrich, by the way, were you looking for a round on Old Rattlecan or?
What was that?
Old Rattle Can, you remember the suit of armor?
No, not right now.
Okay, perfect.
I feel a little weak from being contaminated, and I'm not sure like what this side effects are. So I'm kind of keeping it easy. Maybe after I'm cured, he would definitely take a swing at him, but not in the current state. Don't want to get shown up by an empty suit of armor.
Okay. Hey.
That's a risk Dietrich's not willing to take.
Sure. Suit yourself, buddy. No problem. Okay, cool. So it sounds like you guys are getting up and leaving.
Yeah,
I
Guy
have something
Fong.
to do.
What's that?
I have something
Yes,
to
yeah.
do.
Okay. Cool. So Blackjack Mel, he grabs Danielus and he grabs Bulk as you guys are leaving. If I could just have a quick word for these guys here, if you don't mind. And he will wait for Farron and Diedrich to clear. So I think we're
Brother.
good. They can't hear us.
Nope.
Cool. Okay. And hopefully they shouldn't be able to hear you guys either. So Blackjack Mel.
Hello.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
So Blackjack Mel. Listen, guys, Danielus, I trust you. I mean, we've had a good rapport for many years. I got your mother that job, I really take care of the people. I don't know if I was exactly able to impart that to your friends. They kind of give me a do-gooder vibe, quite personally.
I think it has
They
to
are
do with
very-
the church.
They're
say
pretty
again,
straight
Bull?
edge.
Bulk, what did you say?
I think that might have to do with the church.
Hey, listen. Hey, this church business. Let's just forget about that. Listen, I could tell. I'm looking at you guys, and I'm looking at some customers who can get the job done. All right.
Yes,
So I
sir.
need you guys to make sure this happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have no
I'll make
problem.
I'll make it extra
Yeah.
rich for you if you make this happen. All right.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you need from me? You're good to go.
I think we're good to go.
Maybe we
Alright.
should say that it's not from the church. Maybe
Well,
it was misinformation that was widely spread.
listen, I like where your head's at. If you come up with something to tell those guys and you need to say it, you say it. All right.
Oh, they don't listen to me. What makes you think that?
Listen, I trust you guys. Just come up with something. All right.
Okay.
Aye.
So Farron and Diedrich, you guys are waiting out by the back door. Blackjack Mel walks he's got his arm around these two guys and he says, hey, listen, guys, it's great talking to you. Farron and Diedrich Steelbelly, great name, by the way. It was great meeting you. And I really hope that this business proposition works out for everybody, eh?
Aye.
Yep.
All right. You guys take care now. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon, right?
No,
If-
Lord, we're gonna
if-
get
be
all
there.
there and back.
If all goes well.
Oh, okay.
Right there, right back, right?
Okay.
Aye.
First thing.
I'm bad at spatial reasoning.
Farron, are you in?
Right.
Right. And he heads back into the bar.
Hey guys, should we get a good night's sleep and then be ready to head out?
I thought we were going
Black-
to Guy
Are we
Fong.
Blackjack
heading
Mel-
to talk to
or-
Guy Fong?
I'm sorry, one
Oh,
more.
yeah, I gotta
Blackjack
go.
Mel runs outside. Guys, I almost forgot. I didn't give you the map. And he hands you the rolled up city map with the chapels circled like 17 times on it. And it says at the bottom, right back.
Great, thank you. I'll take it.
Cool. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Okay, let's go get to Barkus.
As we're walking towards Guy Fong, can I pull Farron aside?
Yes, you can. So, I mean, Daniels, you know that Guy Fong doesn't like to be woken up at night. You can definitely just stop by on the way out in the morning. That's no big
Okay.
deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's probably would save you a little bit of time, honestly. But I mean, at this point, there's really nothing else for you guys to do. You haven't gone to your house yet to check that out.
Well, I mean, we were gonna go pick up Barkus, but if he's not a night owl, then I guess we should head towards
Back in the morning.
Danulus's house. Yeah.
Yeah, Guy Fung, he's a very cranky goblin. He's been through a lot.
Okay.
He keeps to despite his drug use, he does stick to a strict bedtime.
So as we're walking towards Danulus's house, can Diedrich pull
Yeah,
Farron
yeah,
aside
yeah.
for a moment?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mhm. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, by the way, that Farron, as you were leaving the Skull and Sword, you were kind of bumped into, which is, it's not an uncommon thing. People be bumping into people. Minor comment, but go ahead.
Who was I bumped into by?
Just some
Yeah,
guy.
that was an odd.
I know, right? I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay.
Just some guy. He said, "Oh, sorry, sir.
Check
Apologies."
your pockets.
Check your.
I mean, I don't
arms,
really
you
have
got
much on me,
stabbed.
so I will check for the mask and book. Do I still have those on me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
good. Then I don't fucking care about the rest.
So while Farron's pulled aside,
Yep.
I'm gonna ask him, do you know of a man named Carol?
Harrow?
Carol
I can't say that I do.
with a K.
With a K. Oh, I mean, what?
That might be butchering the pronunciation, but
I mean, I now that I haven't.
Carol.
How did you come across this name?
I'm asking you if you know this person.
I know of one, but I can't say it's terribly uncommon. Could you describe him more?
He wears a similar mask to the one that you're hiding.
Yes, we have sort of the same origin. How did you come across him?
Oh, I helped him out along the way and made sure that he was safe. Me and Bulk ended up running into him and saved him from a nice little scrap. When I saw your mask, I actually thought that you had killed him and taken.
No, it's not. This mask isn't one
You've
that's
explained
unique.
it. You've explained it further. And
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I've,
Did he say where he was going?
uh,
Was he headed in the same direction from you?
he did not. We ended up parting ways about 6 months ago.
All right. Good to know that I'm traveling with perhaps better friends than I thought. But yeah, we grew up in the same monastery. It's kind of what you saw earlier. Whenever me and my sister was separated, it's kind of where I got my start and how I learned everything that I have.
Sure. Well, that's why when you said missing brother, I almost assumed that it was him, and I asked you about his name, and it didn't match up. So
I'm-
I was very curious to see if whether or not you two had crossed paths or anything.
Yeah, we basically grew up. But I'm starting to think a lot of the stuff from my past that I thought was behind me or buried underground is might be coming back up.
It does appear to be very relevant.
Right.
Very good.
Hey boys, we're here.
Also,
Yeah.
you two go ahead and head in. I've got some words to share with Farron for a moment here,
Alright.
seeing as me and him were left out of a few conversations and whatnot.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, so Bulk and Danielus, you guys have reached the home. Called Danielus's home, but really it's a home that his mother lent to you guys next to her house. So
Right.
just to clarify, Danielus is homeless. And or he lives with his mother.
Or he lives
That's
with his
kind of
mom.
up to him. So
Interesting. So
yep,
Farron,
so you guys are talking?
can we get rid of the prying ears?
Certainly.
Oh, rude.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys are
I tried to
inside. You guys
deafen them.
you guys went to bed.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to my house.
Okay. So yeah, we'll mute their ears. Let's hear it, guys.
So
Oh,
about
what-
the scepter.
Yes.
I'm sorry, let me just say for Bulk, just in case he didn't hear. Oh no, he's muted as well. I'm sorry. So Bulk Diedrich has pulled Farron aside for their own little 1v1 that is quieted. So
Okay, excellent.
continue.
Right, the
Um,
scepter.
Right. Do you have any plans of giving it to your sister?
I will not be giving the scepter to this man. Whether he thinks he has claim to it, he's not from the city. He has no claim to this religious artifact.
I
I have let a lot
kind of.
slide between Bulk keeping Delirium, us helping Daniels for his dog, and I plan on helping you settle your debts with this giant. I don't know if this will come to be an issue, and I was planning on talking to the group later. But
I
this
wholeheartedly agree with you.
this is not an artifact that should be dealt with people who seem to have seedy origins in the business they do.
No amount of money should rip this artifact
Right.
away from its true heritage.
I was planning on trying to talk with the group to see what their take was. I know money can be a big presence in this world. It kind of makes everything happen. But
should be able to save my life, but
yeah,
this scepter does need to go to the right hands.
and I don't think those are his. I don't think Mel has good intentions, and I don't care for passing that religious artifact off. I'm not quite sure what the church stands right now. We haven't really talked too much about my background, but I'm not quite full-heartedly of the church or of the flame. We're kind of a separate sect to try to root out corruption. And
I believe that the flame has great intentions, and I work hard to upkeep the sacred flame. While I don't truly believe in it, I do respect it, and I shall not let this staff go into the wrong hands.
while you've met
I-
Carol, there are a couple others, and I feel a little bit more comfortable relaying that we are to intervene and regroup in Drakkenheim. We're trying to root out the corruption and retake the city, and I know no one's better than my brothers to hold on to this artifact.
All right, as long as we're both in agreements, I'm sure we can win over the other two.
Cool. I
We'll
think that feels like a good place to bring in the other guys. I think you
Yeah.
guys are aligned on your part.
Yeah, I just want to make sure of that.
Right, I was like, I'm planning on talking to everyone, but then I was like, oh, Diedrich wants something. Okay. I was like, let's see what's going on.
Okay, here we go, guys. Sorry, I did that a bit abruptly. Let me bring back in Danielus here. Okay,
Whoa.
so you guys have reached Danielus's home. I said it again. It's not his home. Let's be clear. This is the home lent out by Danielus's mother. You guys get to stay there for free. There are no beds to speak of. It's kind of a hastily abandoned shack, you could say. You could tell that multiple people have slept here previously, but it's pretty much just one large open room, and you guys can kind of sleep there as you wish. We have reached our halfway point, so we will take our break now. As we come back for our break, you guys have completed the delirium hunt mission. You have sold at least some of the delirium, and you have advanced to level 3.
Nice.
So during the break, if anybody would like to level themselves up to level 3, you can certainly do that. And then we'll do a little recap after break, and then we'll get moving.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Fantastic.